All right. Hello, everybody. Not too sure how I kind of want to start this off. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna kind of just cut it the way I kind of want to, and I hope that the intro was good though. I don't know. I kind of got some inspiration when I first loaded in the game. The music that I heard was quite beautiful, and I think that's one of the things that I really love about this game. And we'll hear some more of it here. Start playing now. I believe this is is this either Sweden or I want to say this is Sweden by C418, but I might be wrong. It might be another one of his renditions, but I was I truly just love the music of this game. It's one of the reasons and one of the more charming things about this game is its music, and I always felt that way about it. I felt really uh, I always felt like it had a very charming aspect to it. But the reason why I'm here, and I kind of need give me a second. I'm gonna change some settings. Okay, I don't know. I'm not really liking the way I don't know if it's my monitor. I don't know. I'll get over it. But the biggest thing for me is that I haven't really been. I've been wanting to do something else to give myself some kind of goal. Um, I always felt like I'm a lacking person. I don't really like to follow through on a lot of things. I'm just being pretty blunt in my situation and my personal view of it. Um, and I wanted to give myself something to kind of give me a direction. And I've always wanted to have kind of like something therapeutic in a kind of way, and not in a weird way, but in a good way. So I felt like getting back to something that makes me happy. I do enjoy playing games. Always have. Who hasn't? Um, and I mean, well, it really just depends. I kind of have like that kind of mind where playing the game brings a lot out of me, uses those parts of my brain that I feel are the most important, problem solving skills, uh, your literary skills. You read a lot of games have reading aspects, and um, you know, there's a lot of good that comes, in my opinion, from enjoying and playing a game. And and more so about the weird way that this looks on camera, at least on my monitor. I'm realizing it's my monitor as some setting I might have changed, just making the game look kind of weird. Um, but anyway, my point being is that I'm gonna kind of use this series because I didn't originally plan on doing any kind of Minecraft series on this channel. I kind of did want to only do um, Nintendo based content, something like that. I don't know, whatever. That I digress. But I kind of wanted to just do whatever I felt like it. What I mean is, I'm gonna actually put some thought into all this, and I want to put some nourishment, and I want to put some time, and I want to put some grease onto it, and kind of see what comes out. And so I hope that whoever's watching, um, we can go on that adventure together. And I'm gonna just be honest. It's not a good time, in particular, in my life. There's a lot of change, but change is good. And even though I don't sound very sure, um, you know, I think we all know kind of what comes along with that. Okay, now that we've gotten that out the way, what do I kind of want to do first is scout out a place to kind of call a home base. I kind of I did want to start off in a jungle, so I did find a load set that had us kind of in this cool jungle area. Jungles are one of my favorite biomes in this game. So, oh, and a village that's right here by the start too. That's very good. So I think I'm gonna. Well, do I want to have the village as kind of a start? Well, at the very least, I'll check it out. Um, I won't necessarily use it as a beginning place, but it is going to give us some good useful items. All right, it's already the sun's going down, so I think I'm gonna just hunker down here. I didn't find too much; just got some emeralds and some of those things. So for now, I'll just head to bed and one. Oh, they're already taking one of those spots, so I'll just throw this down and we'll come back and I kind of will. This looks like a good good mass of things in that direction. So we'll check it out then. I don't know. I feel like this is the case for a lot of people. Is that this game has kind of lost its luster. Um, and I don't know. I don't know what it is for some people. For me, I don't know if it was just playing it all those years. I played it. I played this game originally on. I couldn't get any. I knew it was primarily a PC. You know, it started off as a PC based game, JavaScript or written in Java. Um, and you had to play it on PC for the vast majority original time, and then it came out on Xbox. And that's when I kind of got into it, when I was playing on Xbox 360. That's when I didn't have a computer at that point, but I did have a Xbox 360, so it was good to kind of get my get me into wanting to play the game. And plus I was watching it on YouTube and things like that. You know, there's a good amount. It was the time for Minecraft. What was this, like 2011, 2012, around that time? At 2013, 2012 is when I'd say it was like when it was the highest peak for me and when I really wanted it. And then I didn't get to play it on PC until 2013. So I was playing it primarily 2013, 2014. That was like those good years. And then I want to say 2014, 2015, sometime around then is when Microsoft bought Minecraft. And I feel like from that, or bought Mojang, excuse me. And I believe from that point, it's kind of when the game kind of did lose it for me. Now, I'm not blaming, Microsoft or anything like that with, purchasing the game, but I think it did take on a different life at that point. I not somebody who's trying to be a gatekeeper, not necessarily anything like that, but the game did have a different life. It took on life of a multi-million-dollar. I don't remember how much. Excuse me. I don't remember how much Microsoft purchased Mojang for. I know it was probably millions. Maybe I don't. It may have been. I don't know. I know it was a large amount of money, but it became that kind of brand. It became a very, very lucrative, and Microsoft saw where it was heading, and they took it. And I think when some certain companies can do that and do it well, and have a switch off like that, um, I don't know kind of how this will relate, but for an example would be TPCI and Nintendo. The Pokemon company is consistently created and put out pretty, depending on who you're talking to and what circles you're around, pretty good games. Consistently, and Nintendo kind of, I think purchased them early on in their development, and it kind of came into a very good relationship. Now that's back in the 90s, and now we're talking here the purchase of Microsoft and Mojang, and more recently the purchase of Microsoft purchasing Activision and all of its subsidiaries. Or was that my reading? I think it was correct on that. I believe it was all of Blizzard stuff. I don't quite remember what was all entailed. I know it was a pretty large amount of pretty big name games. Overwatch, WoW. I think there was a lot of games that kind of went into that decision. I'm probably, right now I'm recording and I don't have the time. I should have went through, but I digress. My point being is that we're seeing more and more change for probably not the best for this game. This game I'm talking about is Minecraft. I haven't seen, there have been plenty of updates, plenty of things that they've added on. The sea update, the caves and cliffs update that just came out. Now we're playing 1.18.1. The newest version that's out, the latest version that's out. Then they had the Nether update. There were so many updates, large overhauls back to back to make this game a little bit more lively. They get added some more, new mobs. There's a whole bunch of things that they did. I don't know. It just not even all of that did it for me, and I don't know if it was just me growing up through that time. I was 13, 14, 15 when I really was enjoying the game, and when it was at its peak, and then the purchasing of Mojang, Microsoft purchasing Mojang, and the changes that kind of took a long place to happen. And I don't know if you remember, but the big crackdowns from servers and the EULA and the whole thing that kind of went down with Minecraft servers. in that time where it kind of been a whole big change of how people kind of interacted with the game as a whole. Um, and and it kind of left a lot of sour people, I think, in that exchange. Now I may be speaking out of turn, but this is just my perception of someone who was ingesting content, not just ingesting, but was a consumer of actually playing the game. Um, I don't know why, but I kind of fell off. But I wanted to give it another chance. That's my biggest point. It still has that feeling for me. It's new. I haven't really been keeping up with the updates. I haven't played any new 1.18. I played a little bit of 1.17 with my friends. They had a server. You know how it goes. You start a new vanilla server. Everybody plays on it for 5 days, and then they're gone. It's just that staple. It's just what happens. The game isn't the way it was those years ago. And that's just same across the board. So I'm not too sure what I'm trying to get out of this other than something kind of like I was saying earlier. Something therapeutic. Something where I can kind of sit here and I'm gonna just talk, for however long, and I'm gonna put out a video of me playing Minecraft with it. And that's just what it's gonna kind of be. So now that I'm done rambling, I'm gonna go and look around more. I said I was gonna look around more, but I had that whole fucking long rant. So what the Kiki? Oh no, I don't have any string. I could get a cat, but I'll get one later. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go and find a nice place to call home. And then we can do some caving, exploring, and whatever I decide else. Just depends on how long I kind of want to keep this going. So I'll come back when I kind of find a place that I'm feeling will be a good spot for us, and then we can kind of go from there. What's the most difficult thing that I'm finding right now is to get used to playing a game with mouse and keyboard again. I haven't kind of sat and played a PC game in a long time. I've been kind of controller based. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon recently. Of course, the new Pokemon game came out, Pokemon Legends Arceus. I wanted to say Arceus, but apparently, according to a lot of people, that's not the case. This is how you're not supposed to say it. You're supposed to say Arceus. Not when I say a lot of people, I that Kiki is really sad, and I need to get the Kiki cat because that thing is what a cute thing. I have a. I didn't realize I had such a affinity with cats. I just love a good cat. A cat is I don't know. They're nice animals. Anyway, but yeah, like I was saying, I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Legends Arceus, or I've been playing a lot of games that are controller based. Like I was playing a little bit of Skyrim because I'm addicted to replaying that game plenty of times. I've been playing Halo Infinite, which even though I have it on PC, I played on PC. I am a PC guy. In my, I guess what you could say, I'm technically skilled in terms that I have certifications and my had a former IT job and things like that. But I definitely enjoy playing Halo, the classic Xbox controller feel. I think it just brings the game to a whole new level. It's just how I played it as a kid. I played Halo 2 growing up. I think hands down the best Halo game. Halo 2 is, and just playing that game with Xbox controller, you wouldn't do it any other way. I mean, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. So the biggest challenge for me getting back into this is playing it with mouse and keyboard. I mean, it's like riding a bike. You get on the bike and you'll get it. It's you don't really ever forget how to ride a bike, no matter how. I mean, if you've learned to ride a bike at some point in your life, you pretty much can get the balance and the movement of your legs back and forth and keeping it good. Rather quickly. It's not that difficult. So I'm just saying that it is a change for me because I haven't been playing many games where I've been doing keyboard and mouse. I mean, I played a little bit of Elite Dangerous. I love that game. If you like open world space games, Elite Dangerous is one I definitely recommend. You can do so much there. I played it early on, like again, 2017 is when I started. I won't say that's too early. I think the games kind of started getting big in like 2016, 2015 might even been that early. but I started playing in 2017, and that game is phenomenal. It gets some flack right now, like any game. But if you guys ever want to play a space game, I definitely recommend Elite Dangerous. That's a good one. It'll tickle your fancy. Oh, and this is one of my favorite Minecraft songs. Haggstrom, or I believe it's called. It's just quite a beautiful one, and I still haven't found a place to live, so I guess with that song, I'll let it take me to. I guess when we'll come back for real this time, it'll be where we'll set up base. Ooh, now this is pretty. I like this. I like this side face with this water feature here. I'm really obsessed with water features like this. They were kind of just reminding me of Zisto's mountain house. Zisto's house in season 3 of Minecraft. I might put it up on the screen. I'll put it up here. Yeah, that house. I kind of want to do something like that with this. This is what that kind of inspired me. Like, I love this ocean, open ocean. What are we looking at here? We're looking at, oh, it's called the Valley. Is it called the Valley? Biome Valley. Biome River. I don't know what we're looking at. I can't read it. This is river. So we're in a large river here. Wow. What? I don't know. I don't know how I speak. We're in a large river here. Jesus, I can't say that. What is that? Oh, that's some nether stuff. That's some cool nether stuff. Anyway, so we have this kind of cove, and I'm kind of liking that. I like this. I like the way it kind of leads to the jungle. In our western direction is back towards the desert. We have this kind of little island here where I can build like a mini village. We can take those villagers from there. I'm curious on what the because of the jungle fauna. I assume it's going to be a jungle biome, which means that if we breed villagers over here, they will have the jungle skin, the secret jungle skin that they can only get. I know this because I know they added it in their one point whenever they did the villager thing, and they made them for particular biomes. Yeah, it's sparse jungle. So in this little island here, oh, cute. And this island, I can. Oh, and the village. Is that the same village? Is that another village? Like, what are we looking at over here? I don't. This is the same village? Is this a totally different village? Okay, I'm liking this more because there's a village right there. I can quickly but we'll take the existing villagers from that village, just transfer them here, allow them to breed, allow them to do their villager things. We'll make a little new village here on this island, and then I can commandeer this area and use it for home and home base and things of that nature. And then we still have access to the full jungle there without kind of being right directly into it. And I'm really liking this kind of area. We can do some type of underwater garage kind of entrance thing into the home. I'm really liking that. I'm getting some inspiration from this area. That's what I kind of like about this, and that's the thing that I like about this game. And that's what some people probably hate me leaving the F3 menu open, but that's the thing I like about this game a lot, is that it can bring it brings that inspiration out of you. It brings that you see it, and then it's bare, and it kind of brings it to you where you want to change it. You want to bring it. You want to bring the best out of what you're seeing here. Okay, what do I have in front of me? What can I work with? And that's really, I think, the way you need to pursue life, right? So I think that this game, of course, it is a life simulator. I mean, this is plants and animals and things like that. That's it. That is life. This is a totally separate village. So we have a totally separate village from the one that we were at earlier. That is right here. So that's actually really cool. So yeah, we'll definitely got to get these guys. I'll wait here at night and I'll board these guys up so that way we can make sure that they stay and I'm able to take them, because it will be a lot easier for me to do some kind of nether thing. Oh, is there more down there? Oh my goodness, they have more. Yeah, so we can. I'll board all this up and I'll be able to take them and we'll be able to use them for what I'm kind of thinking of making, like a cool little jungle area, kind of akin to also a reference to Minecraft is Vintage Beef's jungle kind of village sidescape cove thing. Yeah, so that's another thing I kind of have that in my mind as kind of like a cool idea. So I'm gonna get some blocks. I'm gonna put these guys and lock them up so that way, just in case I wander over here through whatever reason is I'm wandering over here, I'm not allowing zombies to get to them because we want to be able to use them, right? So I'm not gonna try to jeopardize that. And I know we got my boy here, but he probably ain't gonna do too well. And look at that. That is a Kiki cat. That is a true cat. Look at that. If only I had raw fish or something. But alas, we'll get to it another time. So for now, it's almost sundown. So I will just board these guys up. And then, like I said, we'll get back and then I'll kind of mess with the cove on the interior. Zombies. Oh, zombies. I forgot I was playing on hard mode, so that's a thing. I said it's a hard, and because I think this game is easy. And I am so used to thinking this game is easy that I underestimated the mobs. So I'm going to be running to back to whence I found that. I'm gonna have to probably cut and look at the video to get my coordinates because I wasn't looking, and I'm glad I kind of had the F3 on now. I'll cut back when I get my things. Okay, I hope my things are still here. They should be around here somewhere. I think it was over here. I feel like yep, here it is. Okay, yeah, I didn't think it would be too bad. I have a good sense of direction. I pretty much knew kind of how to get here from just a feel, albeit it wasn't that far. So yeah, I think I did my deed of saving these particular villagers. I'm gonna go to the front of this mountain. So I kind of on the way here kind of got to see the back of it. And we have a lot of land to kind of go and explore and use for caving things and that kind of. Let me get some of these chickens for that kind of use case. I'm kind of happy with that. I'm glad that we kind of have a lot to work with in this particular seed. I don't want to kill the cows yet. I don't. You know what? I think those despawn. I don't think these. I think it's best to just take them for food now. I don't really see. It's been so long since I played the game. Some like one of the things I kind of enjoy about gaming is game knowledge. I think that's very important when any game you play. It doesn't matter if it's a strategic game necessarily or if it's a game like Minecraft where you're kind of just playing it without a necessary goal. In any game knowledge is paramount. Knowing the fine mechanics about how the opponent, not necessarily an opponent, but what am I trying to say? Just knowing how the nuances of the game, knowing the small things. Okay, like when people were first learning it, or not learning, but when you and playing, Hunger Game, and I wouldn't say Hunger Games, but survival games in Minecraft, and you learn that jump and hitting gave you a crit. So it was very good for you to be jumping and making a hit because it gave you a crit attack. For example, I'll just use this force. You know, you jump it. Yeah, and well, I think they took crits out. We don't crit anymore. Yeah, whatever. They don't. That's not even a thing, I guess, anymore with the new combat system. But before the old combat system was that you had to know the little nuances of this game, and then you were using that was a part of the meta was using fishing rods, and there's all this sort of things that you kind of got to learn from just playing the game with learning with how the particular mechanics worked with each other, what was the ones that could best give you the advantage and give you the edge over your opponent. And that's just within anything, not even just on a particular person versus person game. Even this game in this case where it's very much person versus entity, whatever, you still need to be well versed in how the game works and the mechanics of it. And on this long rant that I just went on is I'm saying that I have lost my game knowledge of Minecraft. I have not been playing this game long enough to even be sure that my old ass game knowledge, like me talking about crits and jumping. Oh yes, no, I just did it. But so it is still a thing. You have to hit it at I don't know what the timing is. See, I don't even remember, but I know that like right there. You see there. So like those were crit hits. So you see that sparkle. I don't know. Like that sound. That sound is a crit hit. And you had to learn that timing of when you can get a crit hit to do the most damage. And like, those are the things you like about the game. Those are things that you're not even expecting to kind of get your fun out of the game, is learning these game mechanics. Kind of getting better with all of them. And I don't even remember why I started going on and rambling about game mechanics, other than to say that I don't remember too much about this game to be kind of sure on anything I'm saying about it. So I'm really in a state of learning. I should be more so than a state of saying that these things are true. But what I hope to gain throughout this playthrough, I guess more so like a episodic kind of fun telling of this. I assume I'm gonna try to do an episode for whenever I do upload this. I'm gonna try to do an episode a day. I'm gonna make this exclamation of this particular game. I'm gonna be doing other games on the channel, but I want to do one episode a day of this particular game because I kind of just want to force myself to kind of sit and have this kind of what I'm doing right now, where I'm being able to just expand on my own ideas. I'm chopping it up, and then it's going out there. Okay, so this right here is the front that we were looking at when we were down there. And that is the island there that we were looking at that we want to turn to the villager island. And I think this island can be kind of a wood farm island. We'll kind of make a bridge connecting, I assume, down here. But this is kind of the front of the water fixture. And if I did it right, if I remembered in editing, which is I'm supposed to put the picture of Zisto's house in season 3 of Minecraft, I might have to move the water up higher. I'll kind of look back I'm just vaguely remembering this of being a child and watching this, and kind of how I kind of want to do an homage to him. And I kind of do enjoy his, you know, when he was on whatever. I'm not going to go on that whole long thing, but I may need to bring the water up, and I may need to kind of terraform this cliff face to kind of get what I'm looking for out of it. So as for where I'm going to kind of start, I think I'm going to kind of make a little stoppage or a little stop area right up here, like in this cove. And that'll be kind of like our starting area. So I'm going to just clear it out. No, it's not much, but this is mine. So, yeah, this is kind of the area I kind of cleared. I know it's not much, like I said, but it's mine. And that's just kind of what we're going to do to start off. I'm kind of feeling like this is a good kind of place to end it. I think I rambled on enough. So if you somehow decided to make it through all of that after I did absolutely nothing for 20 minutes, you know, or whatever long as a video ends up being, I apologize, but I promise the next episode we'll actually do some things. I plan on getting a kind of a little bit more things done. Kind of debating back and forth on if I kind of want to do things off camera, do things on camera only. I don't think it matters either way. I'm not going to be cheating or anything like that. That's not necessarily a thing I'm concerned about, but it is just a valid point to make either way. I'm just not really know. I don't think in this particular case I'm going to do something off camera, I think we'll do this, but on other occasions, I may make progress just for the sake of not of keeping camera time fully much devoted to doing things. So, thank you again for watching this episode of, I'm not sure what to call it. We'll just call it, it's just we're just playing Minecraft, and I'm not even sure what I'm going to title this series or anything like that, but thank you for humoring me, and I appreciate it, and then we'll talk again another day. So, catch you guys next time. Thank you.